which is supposed to improve on the ride quality of this Fortuner. But then I really wouldn't know for sure until I get a chance to drive one of these babies and really test it out. Now, that will only happen if Toyota Motor Philippines decides to lend me a Fortuner GRS, and that way I'll make a driving impressions video. Well, hello Toyota Motor Philippines. I hope you can lend me one of these babies, all right? Call me, okay?
Several months later.
Oh, hold on. It's Toyota Motor Philippines. Hold on. Hello, Reygan speaking. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You watch my video? Okay. All right. What are you saying, sir? Wow, you're going to send me the Toyota Fortuner GR Sport? Oh, wow. I'm down for that, sir. I'd love to review the Toyota Fortuner. What do you mean? It's here already? Where? Oh, wow, look at that. Woo! Dudes, it's here! It's right here! Now, the Toyota Fortuner has been the most popular mid-size pickup-based SUV here in the Philippines, and heck, it's been the most popular mid-size SUV for like nearly 2 decades now. So, why is it so popular anyway? Well, with the help of this Fortuner GR Sport, which was so graciously lent to me by Toyota Motor Philippines, we are going to find out. Let's do this. The second-generation Fortuner has been around for nearly 10 years now, but despite its age and the numerous options coming from other car makers, the Fortuner still remains as a fan favorite. In fact, it's so popular that Toyota even made a GR Sport variant, which is what we have here. The Fortuner GR Sport is essentially a Fortuner LTD 4x4 with a bunch of Gazoo racing goodies as well as some mild performance updates. Of course, the added GR goodies comes at a cost, since this Fortuner GR Sport retails for 2,645,000 Philippine pesos. That makes the Fortuner GRS the most expensive pickup-based midsize SUV in the country today, and so it begs the question, can it fully justify that asking price? Let's find out. Here at Reygan's Rides, we do car reviews of SUVs, sports cars, trucks, and everything in between. So subscribe and hit the bell. So I finally got to drive the Toyota Fortuner GR Sport. Special thanks to Toyota Motor Philippines for lending me this test unit in order to do this driving review video. Now, I only want to find out a couple of things in this review video. First, I wanted to test the ride quality of the Fortuner GR Sport. You see, a bunch of you guys tell me in the comments that the Toyota Fortuner has the stiffest ride amongst all of the mid-size pickup-based SUVs in the Philippine market. Now, I'm here to tell you right now that this Toyota Fortuner GR Sport does not have a stiff ride. Oh yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, it's no crossover in terms of ride quality. It still rides pretty much like a mid-size pickup-based SUV, but it's not as stiff as the other mid-size pickup-based SUVs out there. Now, I do believe that the suspension upgrades that this Fortuner GR Sport got, which are the monotube dampers that we have here, they greatly improve the ride quality of the Fortuner GR Sport. Now, I can't really say if the same applies to, let's say, the lower trim of the Fortuner here in the Philippines, like let's say the LTD. So the only way for us to find out is if Toyota Motor Philippines will once again lend me one of the lower variants of the Fortuner in order for us to find out. Next, I wanted to see if the Fortuner GR Sport feels heavy in terms of the overall drive. Now, some people say that it drives heavy, and yes, I felt that, especially in the steering feel. You see, it's very much a macho mid-size SUV when you steer it, especially when you're trying to, let's say, park in the parking area. Now, it can be a workout, but dude, you are driving a mid-size pickup-based SUV, so it's pretty much expected in the vehicle category. However, even if this Fortuner GR Sport feels heavy and drives heavy, well, we do have a lot of power on tap. You see, we have a 2.8-liter turbo diesel motor here that is good for 204 PS and 500 Newton meters of torque. Now, all of this power can be routed to all four wheels via a very dependable 6-speed automatic transmission. Now, we also have 3 drive modes here. We have Eco, normal, and Sport. Yep. So, and you can really feel the difference between these 3 drive modes. You know, see, put it on Sport mode, and you unleash all of those horses and all of that torque. And yeah, it could take you to illegal speeds in no time. The thing is, pop it in Eco mode, and you could really feel it. I mean, you can feel that the motor is kind of strangled. You know, in Tagalog, it's sakal. You know, the motor feels sakal. But it will give you fantastic fuel economy, pare. You see, in Eco mode, light city drives can return around 10 to 11 kilometers per liter. Oh yeah? And on the highway, I was able to get 20 kilometers per liter. Now, dude, that is pretty fantastic considering that this is a heavy, mid-size 4x4 pickup-based SUV. The second generation Toyota Fortuner may be almost a decade old already, but this latest iteration, which is the GR Sport, helps to keep things fresh. You see, we have the exact same front fascia here as what you can see in, let's say, the Fortuner LTD, but we do get a red, and I mean a red metal bash plate right there, plus of course we have that GR badge right here. Now, these GR goodies will help tell everybody that you are driving the most expensive and top-spec Toyota Fortuner variant in the Philippines today. Now, other than that, we also have the usual full LED lighting units here. We've got LED headlights, LED DRLs, and for an added flex, those sequential LED turn signals. The side profile really hasn't changed much from, let's say, the Fortuner LTD or even the Fortuner GR Sport that I featured last year. We still get the same two-tone paint job here with that blacked out roof on this pearl white paint job for the body. However, we also have this GR window visors here, which are pretty cool and nifty, especially when you need to open your windows on a rainy day. Now, the Fortuner GR Sport here also comes equipped with 18-inch GR-specific alloy wheels, pretty much the same as the wheels found in the GR Sport that I featured last year. However, the mechanical bits of this Fortuner GRS has been upgraded for the better because, well, we have much better performance here. Why do I say that? Well, we still have the same ventilated disc brakes on all four corners here with GR Sport red brake calipers, but the star of the show are the set of monotube dampers that Toyota has installed in this Fortuner GR Sport. You see, those monotube dampers have significantly improved the ride quality and the handling capabilities of this Fortuner, which I really got to test out during this week that I've been driving this vehicle. Now, as for the off-roading capability, well, the Fortuner GRS is also no slouch because, of course, we have a 4x4 system here. Plus, we also have locking differentials, and at 240 millimeters of ground clearance, well, the Fortuner GRS can easily clear any obstacles on the off-road trail. The Fortuner GRS doesn't really have the most spacious cabin in the category, but it still feels nice and cozy here inside. We get the usual soft touch materials here that you would expect from a top-spec model, although the leather and Alcantara GR-specific sports seats here don't have the ventilation function that we can see in the lower Fortuner LTD trim. Now, thankfully though, the air conditioning of the Fortuner GRS is cold enough to cool down this cabin really quickly, even if we don't have window tint on this test unit. Now, the steering wheel of this Fortuner GR Sport is also gorgeous, with a red centering strip up top and a GR badge down low, and the leather quality of this steering wheel has also aged pretty well. You see, this test unit here has over 15,000 kilometers on the clock already, but the leather still looks pretty darn good. Now, we also have a pair of paddle shifters here, and we also have a tilt and telescoping function, as you can see. All right. Now, the instrument gauge cluster is a typical Toyota analog gauge cluster there, and we also have an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system that comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the image of a 360-degree view camera. Now, this infotainment system also powers a 9-speaker JBL sound system here that sounds pretty good. We also have a wireless charging pad there, and we have your buttons here for your drive modes, your fully automatic climate control system, and oh yeah, we also have this one. Check it out. Yep, we have a manual handbrake here, which for me nowadays is a refreshing change, because a lot of the new cars now come with an electronic park brake with an auto hold button, but somehow it's quite refreshing to actually lift a heavy and macho manual handbrake here, especially in an SUV like the Toyota Fortuner GR Sport. Now, another noticeable improvement of the Fortuner GR Sport would be the handling performance. You see, aside from delivering a comfy ride here, the monotube dampers are also tuned to reduce the body roll of this SUV, and I was able to test it out, and yep, it takes corners pretty darn well. I mean, I was quite surprised, in fact, that you can take corners at speed and have no worries that you're gonna tip over, because yep, this Fortuner GR Sport still felt really planted and confident around those turns. Another solid feature here would be the advanced driver assist systems. You see, that Fortuner GR Sport gets Toyota's safety sense, which is one of the better systems out there. You see, it's not too intrusive, it lets you drive your way, and yeah, it just works with you, unlike some of the other driver assist systems that I've encountered before. Now, the only nitpick I have here is, well, the fact that we get an adaptive cruise control stock instead of a set of buttons on the steering wheel. Now, this cruise control stock has a little bit of a learning curve, but then once you get the hang of it, yep, it's not gonna be an issue anymore. Now, these safety systems, these driver assist systems, are especially handy when you're going around, let's say, tight city streets, or let's say you're driving in a traffic jam, because let's face it, the Fortuner GR Sport it's not really the smallest SUV out there. It's one of the bigger ones, and we do have a pretty high riding position here, so we got a bit of blind spots here and there. So yes, those safety systems are really quite handy. Now, as for the back seat, let's go and check it out. The second row seats are not the most spacious in the category, but they're still decent enough to sit a pair of adults quite comfortably. Now, as I said, the ride quality of the Fortuner GR Sport has improved by a lot, and the same can be said for the passengers here in the back seat, in the second row seats. I mean, I was really surprised, because this is a pretty smooth ride for a pickup-based midsize SUV. And I was even more surprised by the fact that the NVH levels here at the back is really, really good. You see, I was already expecting to get, a really loud and noisy turbo diesel engine noise here inside the cabin, but we don't have that here in the Fortuner. In fact, this, my friends, is one of the quieter turbo diesels that I've encountered in all of the cars that I've reviewed. Now that's saying a lot, pare. So, yeah, aside from the noise, this Fortuner GR Sport also has a very refined ride. I mean, we don't get as much vibrations here, so yeah, I was really surprised with that, and it merits a thumbs up from me. Now, as for the amenities here in the second row, we do get the complete set. We have a pair of USB charge ports right there. We have ceiling-mounted AC vents, and we have this center armrest right here that comes with a pair of cup holders. Cup holders right there. See, and in fact, Toyota even threw in a pair of hooks right there for your small bags and whatnot. The Fortuner GR Sport gets a power liftgate here, which will come in pretty handy if you're carrying a lot of stuff. Now that we have this liftgate open, you'll see that we get the exact same cargo space as any of the other Fortuners out there. That means we have 200 liters of cargo space behind the third row seats, and when you fold to the sides these third row seats, we don't have fold flat seats here still. Well, you get around 716 liters of cargo space. Whoa! My Sky Travel luggage almost escaped from me. Anyway, that 716 liters of cargo space means that we can get our Sky Travel luggage here, and we can put one of them there, a second one here, and if we had fold flat seats, well, we could have put a third one right beside it, but unfortunately that's not the case for all Toyota Fortuners out there. If there's one thing that this week-long drive proved to me, it's the reason why the Fortuner is such a popular choice here. This midsize SUV does everything right, from the drive feel to the tech and safety, down to that vaunted reliability and assurance that the Toyota badge can give. But are these enough to justify that asking price? Well, value is relative, and to the moneyed fans of Toyota who only want the best of the best, then yes, the Fortuner GRS is well worth the price. Thanks for watching.